Welcome back to Sunless Sea. I found out that there are actually more stories left on Wrack. I should have known, since they have a special portrait for the Fair King that is not just for the mirror that he owns. So we will go back and forth from Wrack. Remember the thing that we could do in Fallen London after we did two things in Wrack, the scraps. Apparently, I'm supposed to go back to Wrack and talk to the Fair King about that. That's why I haven't gotten another one in Fallen London. That might be it. And of course, we are going to Iron Republic to try and get the port report to have more days pass, so we can get the Dread Surmise soon. Igel, of course, and I think with the Serpentine that we have, the engine, I think we can give this to the Phantom King. We will drop by there also. And of course, we are going to Station 3 to make the Memento Mori. So, turn out we have a few places to visit. We're going back to Wrack, Iron Republic, Igel, Phantom King's Hole, Station 3. Then we will make our way back. Could be an interesting one, even though it's kind of, we're just finishing stories at the moment. So, let's go. We are back in Wrack. Okay, let's eavesdrop on the wreckers. Port Cornelian, okay. We can definitely drop by there. Let's visit the Royal Hull. Oh? I can't do anything? Apart from the Fair King. Okay, maybe I need to do the second part because we only have one just now. What about Taste the Tether? Oh, it's this one. We need a scrap for that. Let's just get Port Report first. Where do I have to go? I think I have to go to either Vanderbite or... Okay, I think it was Gator's Mourn. So I have to go up to Gator's Mourn and come back down. I can definitely do that. Just a quick detour and see if anything happens or changes in Wrack. Okay, we're back in Wrack from Gator's Mourn. Let's see. Let's go wrecking and then visit the Royal Hull. Yeah, have any of the ships you sent come in? Okay. Key 9 echoes. I have a scrap. I still can't do anything with him. How? How do I do this? Perhaps I need all of the tether tastings. Let's try. Let's try with the last one. I think... Was it the bone knife lift? The bone is the last one, I think. The last time we picked a painting of apples. Let's pick a green cup this time. A warm green, as the need isn't keen to provide. Tether melts in your mouth. The morning sun streams through the barn's worm-eaten wood. The old plough rests in a corner. You'll be pulling it through the fields again today, but for now, you laze in a mound of hay. The vibrant lady is by your side, dozing. You languidly examine your flesh. Parts of you have been stained green from rolling so roughly in the grass. You look over your lover's body. You can't help but smile. She's not really dozing, is she? You hold a hand over her heart. She grins. You both laugh. You can't help yourselves. Okay, Tether Tastings is 6. There was a romance. Okay, what was. Did you change? No. Okay, we might need to actually do more wrecking to unlock more options with the Fair King. So I think we have to go to Khan's Heart, was it? Let's go to Khan's Heart for wrecking, and then we'll go to Station 3. Let's go. We're back in Khan's Heart. Lure the adventurer to Wrack. A London captain smokes a Carginian pipe as she admires the reflection of the street lamps in the water. Spin her a story of lights. I think this might be a new one. You sidle beside her and comment on the water. It's beautiful how the city ripples, isn't it? It reminds you of a port you once came across, you say. A place where they light their way with coloured fire and dine on fish-fed flowers. She need only find the red and white lights beneath the waves. The captain huffs. Blue smoke streams through her nose. She dumps her ash into the water and sets off for the docks without another word. She'll be sailing over Wrack in no time. Okay. Let's just... We don't need to do much here. Let's just gather a port report. And then we shall wander Khan's Heart. I got a strange catch. Okay, we are going to Station 3 now to construct our Memento Mori. And then we're probably gonna sell it back to London. Although I'm not sure why I want to do that, because maybe I should give it to Khan. Maybe I should give it to the Khanate to even out the power a little bit. There can be no monopoly in the place, is what I believe. They need to be like of equal power, or close that is. Okay, we're back in Station 3. Okay, let's what? Oh, I need something awaits you. Never mind. Okay, I guess we shall go to Fathom King's Hole first then, and then we'll round back up. We're back in the Fathom King's Hole. I'm actually not quite sure that he will take my serpentine. But let's try. Let's get an audience. Okay, give me back my outcast. 7 captivating treasures. Yeah, I can't do this. Oh, I can. I can give him my serpentine. I think the serpentine for the Phantom King might be related to another ambition, a different ambition. So probably not for mine. The serpentine will sit in my hole, I guess, for eternity. Let's ask a boon of the king. By fuel. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's leave. Then we'll go back to station 3. We are back in station 3. Okay, we can finally visit the Smith's Emporium and here. Ask the Smith to construct an assembly housing for the Cannonier's weapon. Why is the Smith so willing to help? Just how many outstanding favors are owed? The Cannoneer shrugs the question off, smiling. I mean a lot of bombs back in the day. A lot of bombs for a lot of people who don't like me to talk about it. I think that's why the university threw me out. I never dared go back and ask though. Okay. A shining horror. For 7 days the smith works. Only the cannoneer is permitted within. Your sailors place bets on whether they'll blow themselves up and whether the explosion will eradicate Station 3 as well. There are no explosions. At last the cannoneer opens the smithy door, grinning. A tired but dazzling grin. He gestures to the seal. The armature that now constrains it is meshed with silvery hard metal. The glyphs flicker frantically, like trapped insects. The weapon emits a constant, low, barely audible growl. The air in the room is stiflingly hot. Behold, the cannoneer says, the memento mori. The grin dissipates. It's finished. I'm not sure what to do now. Mount the memento mori on your ship or sell it to one of the warlike Z nations. Some will give you better prices than others. You may tilt the balance of power on the Z. The cannoneer has completed his masterwork. Indeed, you have. I have 2 memento moris now. Lost a Syrian enigma and lost a lamentable relic. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, I don't think I can do anything here now. So we shall just leave the hard metal smith to himself. Okay, let's get a... Can't even get anything here. Fine. Let's go back to Igul. I'm gonna try if I could get any story out of Igul. If not, I'll just skip it and I'm gonna head to Adam's Way. And then we're gonna make our way back to London while dropping by Wrack as well. Let's go. welcome back to the Iron Republic. Okay, let's get a port report. I got a full London port report. Have I been here that often enough? Okay, let me see. Market of Hungers, the expulses. I'm not sure that's the one. Let's try. The Parliament of Flies is definitely not the one I want for the Dread Surmise. But it's fine, I will just get fuel. A lot of fuel. There. And then we will make our way back to Wrack first. And then we shall go back to London for a bit, maybe. We shall see. We're back in Wrack. Let's see, let's go wrecking Gator's Morn. That's fine. Let's visit the Royal Hull. Get a scrap. And then let's go get a tasting. We might need to get like the same tastings to see if we get different results. Let's try for the Jocular Gentleman one. I think that one was from Lift the Cup. Oh yeah, that's a new one. Here. Visions with the Cup, red curtains. They have been hanging for a long time. Tether melts in your mouth. How long until they bring up the curtain? The Jocular Gentleman scratches his snowy beard. Odin's horse is a full day at the opera. Maybe most of that's spent staring at the curtain. You snort, glancing again at your pocket watch. Would he like to bet on when it rises? Loser buys the winner dinner at Delmonico's. He shakes your hand. Accepted. Another quarter hour, I say. They'll need to. The lights dim. The conductor walks to his podium. You wager another minute. Your friend puffs his cheeks, one of his tics. I see. Have you seen something of the Jocular Gentleman in the Fair King? Okay, what if I talk to him now? Yeah, recall a vision of cups. You've seen the Fair King puff his cheeks before, just like the Jocular Gentleman. Would he do it again for you? The Fair King laughs and assumes an air of faux solemnity. If you request it of me, my dear fellow, I oblige you, he says, puffing his cheeks before bursting into a fit of laughter. How was that? Was it the gentleman performing the king's gesture, or the king performing the gentleman's? You shared a vision of friendship with the Fair King. What do you have shared? Again, one veil was nice. Okay, so we need to get a lot more scraps then. Okay, to get the third option in the tether tastings. Okay, Gator's Morn is next. Alright, Gator's Morn. And since I wasted my recent news in Adam's Way because I entered Adam's Way without something awaits you, so I'm going to go back to London to get some recent news. We shall restock a little bit perhaps. And then we will head to Gator's Morn for more wrecking and get more scraps for stories. Also, I'm not sure if I advance the day in Iron Republic. Not sure at all. But let's hand those port reports in so that I could at least get a new one. Oh yeah, the foreign London port report I have to give to the Brass Embassy instead of the Admiralty. Okay. I remember it gives a decent amount of money as well. Let's just refresh our voyage in London, and then we'll head to Gatorsmorn. Here, a tingle in the spine. Why not go for a stroll? Oh. Let's stick with the I one. Wander through Lady Bones Road. Refined, quiet, as fine a place to stroll as any. You walk between the terrace houses, catching glimpses of businessmen and poets at their writing desk, families enjoying charades, cats observing you with imperious eyes. You are hungry. You check your pocket watch. Heavens! If you're late for dinner, that old codger won't let you forget it for a week. You arrive, wheezing, but on time. The jocular gentleman joins you shortly after and jokes about your ruddy complexion. You place your orders and excuse yourself to the lavatory. When you return, you find 2 pots of squid stew gurgling on your empty table. They smell foul. The establishment is molding. The bill is unreasonable. What? Oh. I came back and he's gone. And this part sounds like a memory, visions of the surface, and this part sounds like I'm back in fond London. Interesting. Your eyes are wider. Interesting. Okay, let's sell the fond London pork pot. A lump of blue scintillite, nice. Okay, and let's give him all our pork pots. Okay, I think we're ready to head on to Gatorsmorn to do wrecking. Let's go. We are back in Wrack. We also went wrecking in Gatorsmorn, so let's get the next destination, which is still Gatorsmorn. And then let's visit the Royal Hull to get a scrap. And then let's go taste the tether again. We'll do the knife one, I suppose. Oh, a lot more options. Oh, I can do the cup one here too. Interesting. Shall we continue on with the story with the jocular gentleman? We can try. An astrolabe. Is that how I pronounce that? So your attention settle on an astrolabe. It's as useless beneath the Z as it is on it, but it is still beautiful. Indeed, they are. Tether melts in your mouth. What? Just put them all over your back? Yes, just like you've spoken about since you first met in Lyon. Alright, I just thought I'd check one last time. The needle pricks you as it begins to ink stars into your skin. You swear violently. Your friend laughs. Between the smell of coffee, the Parisian spring, the jazz playing over the gramophone, you and your oldest friend adorning you in silver stars. What more could one hope for? Okay, let's visit the Royal Hall again. Oh, we can't do anything anymore. Maybe we need a different one. Maybe I need a different one each time. Okay, I am going to go to the Iron Republic to get a new port report to further the days. And then I will go back to Fallen London. Maybe I'll go back to Gatesmon and come back to Wrack. Okay, we'll do this cycle, Wrack, the Iron Republic, Fallen London, and Gatesmon, or wherever he wants me to go, to try and further his story along. Since we got a rough idea on how to do this one, instead of like I go where I'm eternally stuck. Okay, let's see. To Iron Republic we go then, since we needed that Dread Surmise. We're back in the Iron Republic. Let's get a port report. Gain 1 heart, new passions. The Parliament of Flies is open for business. Which one is that? The Parliament of Flies. Okay. The House of Pleasure is there. The Dread Surmise. With 9 Spirit Enigmas. Yay! We finally got the Dread Surmise. And I don't need to come back here anymore. Oh, I can trade Judgment's Egg for Colossal Flute Core here. Nah. Judgment's Eggs are a lot harder to get than Colossal Flute Cores. Okay, we shall go back to Fallen London now. And then we'll go to Gatesmon. Let's go. We are back in Wrack. Okay, let's go wrecking Khan's Hut. Khan's Hut is pretty nearby, so it's fine. Let's get port reports. Go get a scrap. Okay, let's try something different this time, I suppose. Place the tether. Dawn the Bone. This one was the lover, isn't it? Okay. Here, white walls. They are almost glowing in the light. Tether melts in your mouth. There's the vibrant lady of the house. Her red hair stands out prettily against the white walls. Her face freckled like the night sky. Her cheeks flush as you carry the pails of milk into the kitchen. She coughs 2 times as you pass. She'll sneak out at the second bell tonight. She bites her lips. That bite. Do you recognize it? It's familiar somehow. Have you seen something of the vibrant lady in the Fair King? Okay, let's go talk to him then. Yeah, recall a vision of bone. The vibrant lady bit her lip, just as the king does, didn't she? Didn't he? The fair king slowly bites his lip. Like that? He wheels closer to you and touches your wrist. He smiles enigmatically. Here we are again. The king kisses your hand and squeezes it gently. You share a vision of romance with the fair king. What are you two to be? The fair king's question. He looks at you searchingly. You found me, haven't you? In many times and places. But today, what are we? What? Are those visions of my past lives? Oh, the fair king's yearning. I know you've seen us. We always find each other. And here we are again. So, who are we now? I can kiss the fair king, you are lovers. Clap the fair king on the shoulder, you are friends. Shake his hand, you are colleagues. Shrug, you could be many things, do not name it, discover it. Snort, you are nothing. Tether is a hallucinogenic. There's no truth in the visions. No, as I said, they sound more like memories than anything. Oh, this is fascinating. I can make us lovers, but my love, my clattery heir. What shall I do? He is pretty handsome too. I feel like I am more attached to the Jocular Gentleman storyline since we did a lot more storylets for that. So, clap the fair king on the shoulder. You are friends. The fair king holds you and laughs as he did when you were children in boarding school. He wheels his throne to a stool and bids you sit. Was his hair always so snowy? Either way, you're glad to take the weight off your old legs. The fair king speaks of his childhood. You remember the days. You humble his more boastful recollections. And he puffs his cheeks as he always did. As you wait for dinner, he turns over his fork and wonders how much longer it will be. Not dinner, but the time you have together. You ask if he'd like to make a wager. He shakes your hand. You shall be famous friends. I got veils, nice. Ah, the fair king's request. There is a small wooden box in his lap. He hands you the box. You flick open the latches. Nestled within the velvet lining is the piece of scintillac you first gave him long ago. I would like you to bury this in Dahut. There is a rite we have in Wrack. If you find one you're tethered to, and they give you such a gift, it must be buried in Dahut so it may grow. Will you do this for me? Yes, I will do it for you. Then I can drink with an old friend. The wreckers have salvaged the drink cabinets of many affluent captains. You will be well taken care of tonight. You down ancient brandies. Rum sloshes out of your mugs as you make your toast. The finest absinthe from the surface wings in the light. Between your drinks and each course brought out by the king's chef, you laugh, you confide, you tell jokes and share fears, and complain about how long the curtain takes to rise, but never without good humor, as the king brushes aside his snowy hair fallen in his face. Aww. A tree vision of the surface, gain supplies, and lost terror. Nice. He's nice now. I like him. Okay, can I still do any more of those, I wonder? Taste the tether. Wait. Can I? Do I have a scrap? Let's grasp the knife. I do have a scrap. Let's try this. A kaleidoscope through its glass, dizzying color. Tether melts in your mouth. The sharp driver kicks her feet up onto the panel. You lean back, taking a drag on a cigarette. Beyond the window, the high wilderness shimmers. Dimensions of maddening color, bright winds that would scour you to dust. Blankets of blazing fog as long as continents. That last station master said to expect trouble, she says, removing her goggles. You blink. It's always startling how blue her eyes are. She rubs her neck thoughtfully. How do you know that gesture? There was another time, another place, before. Hmm. Have you seen something of the sharp driver in the Fair King? Yeah, this is a colleague one. I feel like colleague is not as intimate as a friend, and I feel like lover is too intimate. I like being friends with him. Let's see. Yeah. Recall a vision of knives. The Fair King has touched his neck before in the same manner that the sharp driver touched hers. Can he do it again for you? The Fair King's cheeks flare red. His eyebrows scrunch in confusion. What, like this? He asked, rubbing his neck, four fingers thoughtfully stroking the neck, the thumb rolling gently between the collarbones, just like the sharp driver. The Fair King watches you and nods slowly. He wheels closer and looks at your feet. That's tether for you. Sometimes people find each other. You shared a vision of respect with the Fair King. You have discovered another aspect of your friendship. Oh, okay. Although I think that's the end of the story with the Fair King too.